The Talkin Wrasslin podcast, where potting is real.
The Talkin Wrasslin pod, where potting is real.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
So you're starting it?
That's how I started it.
Okay.
Hi, Talkin Wrasslin pod, where potting is real. This is Talkin Wrasslin.
Sure is.
I'm Dylan.
I'm Lyssie.
And that's Ghost.
Yeah, he's sitting right in between us.
So he's our special guest today.
It's probably not going to make a single solitary noise.
So Ghost, how did it all start?
He's just a baby.
Thank you, Ghost. Anyway, Talkin Wrasslin. We got things to talk about today. We got wrestling to talk about. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
No, we're going to talk about wrestling from this past week. And we're also going to talk about ECW One Night Stand 2006. Because we watched 05 a few weeks ago. So now we're going to watch it. So we watched 06. And we're going to talk about it. I'm picking Wrestler of the Week again. And Lyssie, how was your week?
Fine, I think. I don't really think anything too, crazy happened this week. I'm not mistaken. I mean, I worked a long-ass shift on Saturday.
You got a high five from my dad for it.
Yeah, high five from your dad for it.
That made your day.
14 and a half hours. So that's pretty cool. Aside from that, though, I don't really think anything overly crazy, fun, eventful has happened. So,
yeah.
It's just been fine. It's been fine, I guess. You know?
Fair.
Yeah. What about you?
Same here. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing really.
Yeah, it's been kind of boring. Life's been just kind of boring.
It's just work. That's about it.
Yeah, work and existing and...
Work.
Yeah, nothing really fun and interesting going on in our lives.
Yeah, we're still on, a mini vacation from DCW.
Huh?
We have, a mini vacation going on right now with DCW.
Oh.
Well, because we don't have...
I didn't know that.
Well, we don't have an event until the 29th. Everything... we're caught up on everything pretty much, because it's not like... we're doing Extreme TV episodes or anything. We're doing a big home invasion episode and then it's the event.
Yeah.
So we already did the home invasion episode. So now I guess you can look forward to that. Out for Blood 3, Sangre per Sangre. Juggalo Jesus versus IJB. And then a triple threat match between Tyler Davis, Noah Maverick, and Dab and Jay Rollins. And the winners of those matches will face each other next month at Joker's Wild in a world title match. So, go Juggalo Jesus.
Sure.
And Tyler. Tyler and Juggalo Jesus are my picks.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't gotta wrestle on the show. Hell yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna wrestle again. Hell yeah, I love it. No matter what.
Yeah.
DCW. Anyway, I guess we can get on into the stuff here. Talk about some bangs and whatnot. And the first big thing is Mariah May is now known as Blake Monroe.
See, for some reason, I really thought you were Mariah May showed up in NXT. And I'm like, we already talked about this.
Well, she did show up in NXT, but now she is Blake Monroe.
Yeah, I was going to say, I forgot that her name change happened this week.
Yeah.
Or her new name was introduced.
Blake Monroe, and man, doesn't roll off the top of the tongue like Mariah May.
No, I mean, I like that it's an homage to her niece. That's cute, but she didn't need a fucking name change.
Yeah, bro, I just don't understand how certain people keep their names and certain people... it just makes... I don't understand it.
And honestly, even with the name, because obviously they used from Marilyn Monroe, it's a really bad first impersonation that she's literally just going to be a bootleg Tony Storm.
Yeah.
It feels like that's what's happening, and it might not be. I could eat my words in 3 weeks and be okay, no, that's not what they're doing. But first impression wise, it kind of feels like that's what you're doing, and that's terrible. That is so fucking bad for you to be doing. So I really hope that I'm wrong.
I don't understand. Like I keep saying, Sean Spears got to keep his name. Ethan Page
Mm-hmm.
Ricky Starks is Ricky Saints.
It's like close enough, I guess, but still, like...
Brian Pillman Jr. is Lexus King.
He wanted to change it, though.
I know, but still.
Terrible choice. Terrible choice, but I don't know. If you want to change your name, I guess, like, it's fine. You can do whatever you want with your career. Again, Brian Pillman Jr., I get changing his name, but, like, I kind of just wish he kept it.
Do you see this?
Yeah, I see it.
I don't understand, man. I don't understand how some people keep their names and some people have to change it. Like, people know who Mariah May is, just fucking... And, like, they always make it so, like, weird. Like, they debut, right? And it's always, oh, you know who this is, but they won't say the name.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you know who this is, but we're not going to say the name. Because we don't know their name.
I don't know.
It's like, what the fuck?
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they feel like Ethan Page and Shawn Spears can keep their names because, like...
They sound stupid enough already.
No, like, they're closer enough to, like... I don't mean this in, like, a rude way, but they're both, like, more of mid-card talent, or at least they were mid-card.
Damn!
No, they were mid-card talent in AEW, and maybe they just kind of feel like, oh... People really aren't going to correlate the two, so it's fine. Whereas Ricky and Mariah were like...
The Shawn Spears one confuses me, though, because that's his shoot name. But when he was in WWE before, he was Ty Dillinger.
Maybe he just wanted to go by his shoot name.
And, like, at least Miro's Rusev again, and at least Malachi's Alistair. Like, at least, like, they didn't completely change names. They just fucking went back.
Well, was Shawn Spears really that fucking over in WWE before he left?
As Ty Dillinger for a little bit, yeah. Like, the whole 10 gimmick was pretty over.
I don't know, dude. I wasn't watching him then.
It was fucking stupid.
But I don't know. I mean, like, maybe they just kind of feel like, okay, yeah, but I don't know. I don't know.
Blake Monroe.
Yeah. Stupid name. Still not stupid, but, like, I mean, kind of stupid. But, like...
Blake Monroe.
Stupid that we really just went and changed the name when she's literally already an established talent with a name. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't fucking get it.
Blake.
I don't get what WWE does half the fucking time. They're always doing some dumb fucking shit.
Blake Monroe.
Yeah.
Blake Monroe. Anyway, moving on. Supposedly, WWE is interested in Private Party.
Okay. Have fun.
Bro, I don't want them in WWE. Stay in AEW. They ain't gonna work out.
They're not gonna work.
They ain't gonna work out.
They're not gonna work in WWE. I can already see it. Like, and you're gonna have the people that are like fucking comparing them to the fucking Street Profits because they're both black tag teams that party. Like, that's gonna be the whole thing. I mean, actually, I don't know what the Street Profits gimmick is right now. I don't know if they're heels or not, so I don't know if they're still doing the party thing.
No, they're being ruined too with the Wyatt Six feud.
Oh, okay. So, like, yeah, it's and then I don't know. They're not gonna work well.
Their style ain't gonna work well at all.
No.
And plus, like, wow, you're a tag team and you want to go to WWE.
Yeah, good luck.
That ain't gonna work out well.
I mean, I'd rather them just be booked better in AEW. Because they're good. I like Private Party. I think they're really good, but their booking sucks ass.
The downfall of Private Party needs to be studied, and it literally started after they beat the Young Bucks. And then that was it.
That was like at the very beginning.
They won the tag titles, right? Did they?
Yes.
They did win the tag titles?
They beat the Young Bucks for the tag titles.
Oh, did they? Wow.
Yeah, because the whole stipulation was they win the belts or they break up.
Mm.
And they beat the Bucks. So, yeah.
I just remember when they were with the Hardys.
Yeah, that was fun. I'm not going to lie, that was kind of fun.
About it.
But, yeah, no, I just wish they were booked better because they're really talented. You know what I mean? I enjoy them. I like them. They were over with the crowd really fucking well. And I still see a lot of people online even talk about how much they love Private Party and say, like, the same thing. They just wish that they were presented better.
Yeah.
So, like, listen to the fans, Tony.
They're pretty talented. So.
Yeah. They're funny. They're pretty alright on the mic. Know what I mean? Like,
just I don't know, man. I don't know. I haven't seen them in months, so
yeah.
Moving on. This is brand new news that broke today. We're recording this on Monday.
Jack Perry's birthday.
Yeah. John Moxley is being sued for assault. It involves an unplanned spot with a crew member during the cage match that Jon Moxley had with Kenny Omega on Dynamite back in like 2023.
This is the one where Kenny almost lost his balls, right?
Yeah, it's the one where Kenny almost lost his balls. But yeah, the plumber is being sued because the guy has had injuries and surgeries and lost the pay and all that good fun jazz that you can sue. You got injured at the workplace, might as well sue.
Yeah, I have conflicting opinions about this because like okay, at the end of the day, realistically speaking,
it's fucking funny.
No, it's not. Realistically speaking, I think
because it's just like a stupid thing. That's why
it is funny. Yeah, it's stupid.
That's what I mean. Like it's stupid funny.
Yeah. Realistically, like you shouldn't do a spot with somebody who doesn't know they're in a spot.
Yeah, you should, like, stick with the script.
Yeah, you stick with the script, and if you want to plan something on the fly that has something to do with someone who's not a wrestler or not the referee that's, like, in the immediate match, maybe, like, I don't know, communicate it somehow to this person that, hey, I want to shove you down, or I want to run into you, or something. Like, I want to make it look like I'm angry, I'm frustrated, I work with children, so I'm going to shove you to the ground. So just so you know.
Or like, bro, yeah, you don't need to shove anyone to the ground. Like, if you needed someone to move, just fucking be in character and go, move!
Yeah.
How many times did I do it to you when you were recording?
No,
move!
and like, so, overall, like, you shouldn't do that. You should have communication. And also, I don't know the legitimate, not the legitimate, logistical, whatever, I guess, maybe. I don't know the background information. I don't know. I doubt, from the way it sounds, I would doubt that this guy's medical is being covered. But if you're hired, you should have some sort of medical coverage for this. Now, granted, I don't know if Tony's going to be like, I'm not paying your medical bills because you're not an active talent, but, like, you have some sort of, like, health insurance or whatever, but knowing health insurance in the fucking United States is absolute garbage.
Well,
so,
yeah, health insurance
you know what
is
I
a
mean?
Scam, Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, so, like, you know what I mean? It's kind of one of those things. But, like, I don't know, like, if he does have medical coverage or workman's comp or whatever, like, how would you go about suing at that point if you got, like, all of those things? So I don't know.
Well, yeah, because it's saying that he's suing because of, like, obviously the injuries and stuff and, like, the loss of wages and everything. So, like, obviously he obviously wasn't working, getting paid, so.
Well, yeah, and that's where, like, a workman's comp would come in.
Yeah.
But this is also, we're talking 2 years later after the injury had happened. Now, granted, at the end of the day, the dude still need to get surgeries. You know what I mean? Like, irregardless of, like, whatever side you're on, the dude still has some sort of medical history and medical record stating he needed to get all of these surgeries from this situation that had happened. So, yeah, that is a thing. I just don't know exactly what all he's expecting from it, from an outside person's point of view, if he does get all these things from the company. Because also when it comes to workman's comp, it really only goes for so long. You know what I mean? Like, a company really only is opted to give you a certain amount of time, pretty much, before no longer needing to pay you for it. So, not to sound like a piece of shit, but, like, if your injury lasts longer than a certain time frame and you need more time, the company might not be obligated to give that to you, like, legally, which sucks. It's shitty. But that is a thing.
We also don't know how it works with, like, independent contractors.
Yeah, we don't know how it works with independent contractors. We don't know if they even are independent contractors or if they're employees.
Because that's a crew member, so it's not a wrestler. So that's I don't know how that works out.
Yeah, I have no fucking idea. Basically, my thought about all of this is Tony's probably just gonna settle it outside of court and just pay him a shit ton of money.
Honestly, that's what it's probably gonna be. I think Jon Moxley's an idiot for doing it.
Yeah.
Because, like, bro, to stick to the script, like, that's literally it. Like,
I think Tony, like, obviously is responsible, but I think more so fucking John should have to pay.
Well, I think he's suing Jon Moxley.
He's suing AEW and John Moxley.
AEW and Jon Moxley?
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, like, Tony might just take care of it.
Well, that takes care of the AEW thing, though. How does that take care of John Moxley? If Tony
might pay for John Moxley's part of it.
That is true.
You know what I mean?
But like, if the guy is suing two people, AEW and John Moxley are two different identities.
Yeah.
AEW is being sued as a company, so that's under Tony, obviously. So Tony will just take care of the AEW portion. What I mean is John Moxley.
Yeah, but I mean, if Tony Khan just happened to, I don't know, gift Jonathan Good $5 million and he could do whatever he wants with it.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like, if he were to just, and I'm not saying that's what he is gonna do. I don't know. I have no fucking idea how this shit works. But, like, if he's suing for whatever, and they're like, how about I just give you $5 million?
I guess it's good that the Beast Mordos got his law degree recently.
Yeah, they got a lawyer now.
Yeah, so
AEW's lawyering up.
AEW has a lawyer. Yeah, they might have to call Bryce.
They have Smart Mark.
They might have to call Van Pelt Incorporated, whatever your fucking thing is, Bryce.
But yeah, I think it's just gonna get settled outside of court. But at the end of the day, like, the whole thing was avoidable. The whole thing's stupid. I don't understand why it took so long, but Dylan made a good point earlier when we were talking about how, like, maybe he was trying to see, like, actually how long these injuries would take to heal and the long-term effects from it.
He probably wanted to see, like, the long-term effects of everything and calculate everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know how fucking suing shit like this works.
Really. And obviously, like, you can't just go to a lawyer. I don't know. I never sued anyone, but I'm assuming you can't just call up a lawyer or go to a law office and be like, I want to sue this person, and then the next day they're getting served. I'm sure there's...
Yeah, so, like...
It takes time to look.
Basically, you have to, like... You go and see if you even have a case to begin with.
Yeah, you gotta start square one.
And I guess with them figuring everything out, like, I don't think it takes 2 years... But
like I said, it could just be...
We're also talking this dude needed multiple surgeries.
Yeah.
So then he probably had to heal in between surgeries. And don't know how long that's going to be. And
also, that could also been like a lawyer thing of like, maybe he went to like a lawyer when it first originally happened. And then was like, well, you need to get all of this shit done. How about we see where it goes from here? Yeah,
like you might need to essentially get the total cost of what your medical bills are going to be. And then once we have, like, let's say his final surgery was the beginning of the year, right? Let's just say that, hypothetically. I don't know. He had his final surgery. He's good to go. If he needed physical therapy, probably did. Physical therapy is done, over with. He's all good now, or as good as he can be now. Now we have the total cost of everything. Now we know what to be filing for. So, maybe. You know what I mean? Like... Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. Maybe it's not as cut and dry. But
yeah,
I'll say we'll see what happens. He's probably just going to get a shit ton of money.
Probably.
And then that's it. I mean...
That's what it realistically is.
Like, not to sound shitty or anything, but honestly, the best person to sue is probably Tony Khan, because he has so much fucking disposable money, he does not care. Like,
and most of the people on Twitter, like, obviously there's some fucking dumbass marks that, like, are like, why is he suing, blah, blah. But there's most people being like, good, sue him, get your money.
Yeah, just, like, get your money from Tony.
Because, like, you're an employee, you got injured at work. That's how you break it down.
But again, I think it depends. Are you an employee or are you an independent contractor? I don't know. I don't know how that works.
I think they might be employees. Like,
that's what I'm thinking.
I think they might be considered employees.
That's what I'm thinking. Because, I mean, I don't know how you'd go about... Like, even still with an independent contractor, you could probably still sue the place or business that you're working for at the time, but I just don't know how different it is.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure there is some sort of difference. I mean, there's a reason that they're two separate things.
Because you're technically getting paid by that company.
Well, yeah, I mean, most of, if not all wrestlers, to my knowledge, are independent contractors.
Well, yeah.
So, and WWE's being sued.
Yes.
Like, and other fucking wrestlers have sued WWE and other wrestling companies. So, and, you know, they're all independent contractors. There's a way you can do it, obviously.
Yeah.
There's just differences. But, yeah, basically, long story short, John, you're a fucking idiot. Learn to communicate better with fucking people and don't do dumb fucking shit. And, I'm not sure the guy's name. I feel really bad for not knowing his name, so I'm sorry. I don't really remember it. But get your bag, dude. Like, just whatever money you get, just get your fucking bag. Tony's not going to lose any sleep over it. The Jaguars aren't going to get any better. It is what it is. Like, that, it don't matter. That money wasn't going to the fucking Jacksonville Jaguars anyway, so who the fuck cares?
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on to Monday Night Raw from last week on Netflix. And boy, oh boy, we got a few things to talk about, and let's just rip the Band-Aid right off here. So John Cena comes out, does his thing, and then the static hits. And it's CM Punk. And, well, Punk wants the shot at the title. Mm-hmm. And John Cena said, okay, let's do it. But not here tonight. Boy, you gotta come to Saudi Arabia to wrestle me. And everyone in the crowd was like, oh, shit. Because there's no way they're doing this, right? Well, yeah, they are. They somehow found a way to kill the hype of this match.
I hope that if I was Punk, right, and like, look, I'm not telling no one to do whatever, right? Because obviously the heavy indication going into this is Punk's a fucking hypocrite. But if I was Punk...
And Cena's the ultimate heel in kayfabe.
And people were telling me, they're calling me out basically for being a fucking hypocrite. I personally would shut every single person up and take the entire paycheck that I made from Saudi Arabia and donate it to some fucking charity of like some sort of women's fucking charity or something.
Watch him do that. That'd be insane.
Like, I'm just saying, like, take the fucking money you make from Saudi Arabia and, I don't know, give it to some sort of, like, women's right activist group.
There was definitely, like, something where it's like, all right, Punk, like...
Can I have a sip of that soda right there?
Like, you want to wrestle Cena so bad, you're going to have to do it in Saudi Arabia.
Do you know how fucking pissed I'd be?
I'd be like...
I wouldn't do it. I'm sorry. I wouldn't.
Fuck, man. Like, this should be a SummerSlam match, bro. SummerSlam's 2 nights.
They're constantly dicking Punk. And, like, frankly, Punk's dicking himself on this for agreeing to it.
And also, like, the story's already confusing to begin with. Punk is feuding with Seth Rollins and friends.
His party.
Also, Roman still needs to come back. He's tied with Punk in that. There's Ron Killings. And then Cena just got pinned by Cody. But Cody is being thrown into a fatal 4-way match in the King of the Ring tournament. It's so confusing. And now we got Punk and Cena happening in Saudi Arabia, which, okay, at least they covered it up and were like, yeah, John Cena's the ultimate heel by making Punk eat his words and come to Saudi Arabia.
Well, Seth's going to cost Punk. Because he's going to come out to cash in the Money in the Bank.
Something's
But
happening.
he's not actually going to cash it in. And he's going to cost Punk. And...
Well, yeah, Punk's losing to begin with.
Yeah, I'm trying to correlate things.
We knew Punk was going to lose. We just wanted to see Punk and Cena.
Cody's off doing side quests.
Well, Cody's going to win King of the Ring. More on that later.
Yeah.
Cody's
but he's just off doing side quests.
Yeah.
R-Truth and... not Punk, and Cena's...
Well, more on Ron Killings later, too.
Yeah, that's gonna come to a conclusion. And Roman, he's probably gonna show up at SummerSlam.
Well, yeah, Roman has to come for Seth, technically.
Yeah.
And friends, but, like, the last time we saw Roman, he got laid out with Punk. So, like, that's why they're intertwined.
Yeah, so he got laid out because of Seth, so he's probably gonna...
Like, we need technically a Punk and Roman tag match to happen.
I feel like we're gonna get Punk and Seth at SummerSlam, and Roman's gonna come back at SummerSlam to help Punk beat Rollins or something.
Yeah, because, like, they have a common enemy.
Yeah, and then we'll get the tag match, and then, I don't know, something
well, yeah,
somewhere is gonna
Roman
happen.
will be probably featured on SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Especially with it being 2 nights, they need to have Roman. Mr. $15 million boy. Anyway, moving on. Bayley is back.
Yeah.
Bayley is back, and she came after Becky Lynch, so we're getting that story. But
cool.
It's good to see Bayley back. Hopefully she wins the Intercontinental Championship. All right, moving on. Ron Killings.
Mm-hmm.
He shaved his head. He's bald.
Truzuki.
He's Ron Killings.
Mm-hmm.
New attitude.
Mm-hmm.
He don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
More on him later when we talk about SmackDown. In the main event, we had main event Jey Uso.
Wait, real quick.
Okay.
Can we go back to R-Truth?
No, Ron Killings.
Ron Killings.
Don't dead name him in this house.
Sorry.
You should know better.
Do you have a concern about... Because I have a very slight concern.
That they're going to put the belt on him?
No. That everyone wanted R-Truth back, right? Like, everyone was chanting, we want truth, we want truth. There was a whole uproar for 48 hours, 72 hours, whatever. It was fucking insane. And WWE was panicking, right? Do we have a feeling that this might end up getting kind of fumbled? Because people wanted R-Truth, they wanted the funny R-Truth back, and now they have the serious Ron Killings. And they're going to be like, well, I'm happy he's back, but I kind of miss him being R-Truth.
No, because I've been seeing a lot of people like what he's doing.
I've been seeing a lot of people like it too.
I'm personally enjoying what he's doing.
Yeah, I like what he's doing. I'm not saying anything about that.
Like,
I'm
yes,
just worried about people, like, the the excitement's gonna, like, die down.
Oh, the excitement's gonna die down.
And then they're gonna be like, actually, I kind of was just hoping R-Truth was gonna come back.
The excitement is gonna die down 100%.
But I like what he's doing, and I like what he's doing for the fact that it's also going to help him later on in his career in the future when he's no longer with WWE.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with anything that R-Truth, Ron Killings,
and also
Ron Killings Truth wants to do.
Bro, I don't know where they're going with this, so it's very compelling.
Yeah.
So I'm enjoying it. So it's just a very compelling thing. But moving on, in the main event, we had main event Jey Uso defend his world title against Gunther. And Gunther's the new world champion. 51 days for main event Jey Uso. He won the Rumble. He won at Mania.
And see,
and that's it. And here's the reason why. So everyone is the reason why. So Goldberg wants to have a retirement match. It has been fantasy booked to death that it needs to be Goldberg and Gunther. Okay, fine. Makes sense. Let Gunther fucking kill him. That's all that needs to happen. So they're like, you know what? It's Goldberg match. It needs to be for the title.
Yeah, like...
So put the belt back on Gunther.
That's the one thing that, like, I wasn't really thrilled about Jey Uso's title run to begin with. It is what it is. I mean, look, I'm happy that they see a lot in Jey, and he is over with the crowd. The kids love him. Like, a lot of people really like Jey, so I get it. I totally get why they push Jey. Jey's not my cup of tea. I'm gonna be honest. He's not my cup of tea. Too much hot dog and not enough handshaking. So I'm like, not really here for it. But it is what it is. People like it. I get it. Sure. Okay. Goldberg doesn't need the fucking belt. Like, and I'm not saying that they're gonna put the belt on Goldberg, but
it doesn't need to be a title.
It doesn't need to be for the title. It really doesn't. There's no reason that it needs to be for the title. And I don't care about Goldberg. I don't give a fuck about Goldberg. I'm surprised that there's enough people that do care enough about Goldberg to care about a Goldberg retirement match. You know who didn't get a retirement match?
Bret Hart.
Bret Hart. Fuck you, Goldberg.
Yeah, fuck Goldberg, bro. Can that be the title of the episode? Just F Goldberg?
Yeah.
Alright, it can't be fuck Goldberg, so it'll be F Goldberg.
Yeah.
F Goldberg.
Frick Goldberg.
Frick Goldberg.
Freaking Goldberg, man.
Frick Goldberg.
He's such a freaking loser.
F Goldberg.
Fucking Goldberg.
Yeah, like...
Bald bitch.
I'm happy Gunther's the world champion again, because fuck Jey Uso. Rikishi's a dumbass, by the way. Rikishi's running his fucking mouth.
Every time Rikishi fucking talks.
Let me pop off about fucking Rikishi for a minute. Rikishi is the worst out of that whole fucking family, bro. He's worse than fucking Nia Jax. You want to know what Rikishi is fucking memorable for? Shaking his ass in front of fucking people. You fucking suck. You've done nothing with your fucking career. You suck. End the fucking story. Stop running your fucking mouth, you dumb bitch.
But he did it for The Rock.
He did it for the fucking Rock. Yeah, fuck you, Rikishi.
Like, every time, and like, here's the thing, like, I understand wanting to see your, like loving your family and seeing this great potential in them and everything and always hyping them up. I get that. I understand that. But this isn't just the fucking, the Bloodline fucking wrestling promotion. Like, I know that the Bloodline was really big for about 4 fucking years, and it was the highlight, it was captivating and this, that, and the other thing. But, you should well know, you're a veteran in this fucking sport. You should well know that stories change, times change, things expire. Like, you can't fucking do the same shit forever. And yeah, again, I get wanting to see what's good for your fucking family, but the whole fucking company doesn't revolve around your fucking family.
Your family is the definition of nepotism. Shut the fuck up, you fat motherfucker.
You want to sit here and you want to be calling fucking Cody Rhodes and Jack Perry fucking Nepo babies? The whole bloodline is Nepo babies.
The fucking Samoan
or
dynasty.
Nepo babies, or whatever the fuck.
Jacob Fatu's the best one, motherfucker.
But the thing is that's all they are. That's all they're talented.
Rikishi.
They're not all talented, but some of them are talented.
Yeah,
like,
Rikishi ain't fucking talented.
Like, I get it, but like at the same fucking point,
you know what?
Dude, like,
to answer your question before, my least favorite wrestler of all time, Rikishi.
Yeah.
Rikishi and Goldberg. Rikishi and Goldberg. Fuck both of you.
Yeah, he's over with the crowd. Whatever. I get it, but the fucking show isn't the Jey Uso show.
You know who's also over with the crowd? It's the Cody
Rhodes show.
You know who's also over with the crowd? Karrion Kross.
LA Knight.
Yeah. R-Truth.
Yeah.
Bro, the closest thing the WWE has of the glass shattering now is CM Punk static.
Yeah.
Like when the glass shattered back in the day for Steve Austin, crowd imploded. When they hear Cult of Personality, that crowd implodes.
Yeah.
What the fuck's Jey Uso doing? Oh, they hear, it's me, Uso, the day one. Shut the fuck up, you motherfucker.
Again, like, I get that it's fun, it's interactive with the crowd, which is always good in wrestling, and the kids love it. And, you know, you always gotta cater to what the kids like. And I think, personally, the way that Jey Uso is being booked is well more than enough for his fucking talent.
And I swear to God, you know what? You can fucking remember it here. Episode 71. From when it probably fucking happens in December. If they put the belt, if Jey Uso's the one to beat Cena, throw the company away. Throw the fucking company away.
Also, like, can we just have, like, an important question here? Is Jey Uso happy with his booking? If I was Jey Uso, I'd be happy with how I'm being booked. Like, he's getting these short title reigns, yeah, but, like, also, he's still not, like, again, he's there with the crowd, but in-ring wise, he's still not 100% there, so
the problem with Jey Uso is he is being, it's Roman all over again. He is being shoved down our throats. Mm-hmm. Constantly. Like, the fucking tonight on Raw, they have the Fatal 4-Way qualifying match for King of the Ring. It's Sheamus.
And he's the wild card.
Yeah, it's Sheamus, Bronson Reed, and Bronson Reed, Sheamus, and Rusev. And then there was
how forgettable he is.
And there was a fucking mystery opponent, and it's Jey Uso. You know he's winning.
Why the fuck would you have a mystery opponent and just have it be your top, like, one of your top guys? Like, I don't know. I was expecting someone was gonna, like, return or show up or something.
Everyone thought it was gonna be Ilya.
Or or like someone from NXT would get brought up or whatever. Like, no, it's literally one of your top guys. Like, what? I'm wondering, probably not because it's WWE, but I'm wondering if it was supposed to be like a surprise, but then, like, is Ilya, like, injured?
Yeah,
maybe he wasn't cleared and they were just like, fuck, put Jay in it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
They have Jey Uso fucking... Yeah, like, Rikishi, why are you so fucking mad? He literally just lost the world title. And now he's being booked in practically a number one contenders match, if you think about it.
Yeah, like, the thing is, I would assume Jay's really happy with this fucking booking. He sells a shit ton of merch, he's making a lot of fucking money, and he gets to have fun doing his job, and he's in a really good spot in his career. I couldn't see anything Jey Uso realistically could be fucking complaining about.
This episode is now going to be titled F. Goldberg and Rikishi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's move on.
We'll go to SmackDown quick just to continue all of this stuff because all I have for SmackDown is a lot happened. Because a lot did happen on this episode of SmackDown.
Oh yeah, John Cena, like, reversed his age by, like, 40 years.
Yeah, we're going to get to all of this. So, John Cena came out first. Cut the heel promo. Did the heel stuff. And then fucking R-Truth. Punk came out. Or no, this wasn't when Punk came out. This is when fucking Orton came out. LA Knight came out. Cody came out. They were all talking like, oh, I'm going to go through you. Blah, blah, blah. Teasing a bunch of shit and everything. And then that was pretty much it. Because then R-Truth came out and...
Yeah, because Cena went to leave.
Yeah,
and R-Truth like, ran behind him and took him out.
Yeah, because Punk wasn't involved in this one yet. And then like later on in the show, there was a Punk and Cena segment where Punk was like, wow, you're starting to sound like CM Punk. And it was really good. And then Punk said the truth will set you free, and R-Truth attacked Cena again. And then there was a segment with Nick Aldis and John Cena where John Cena was like...
He turned his hat backwards and immediately became the Doctor of Thugonomics again.
Yeah. And then it's made official. It's going to be Cena wrestling on SmackDown against R-Truth.
My biggest thing, right, is like, and I was talking to Dylan about this during SmackDown. I'm not really, like, vibing as much with this Cena heel turn as I thought I would.
A lot of people aren't.
And I think it's just because, like, I was kind of expecting him to be a little bit of, like, a funnier heel. But he's a really serious heel. And I kind of wanted him to just be a dick. You know, like a funny dick. And he's not. And he's doing the best he can with what he got. And I get it. I get what he's doing and why he's doing it. And he's doing fine with what he was given. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm like, man... Because, like, when he was doing all that shit with Nick Aldis, just in that, like, 10-second clip of him, like, flipping his hat backwards and getting in his... It was so funny!
I think it depends who he's interacting with, too. Like, it works with Punk.
It does, but, like, It
works with R-Truth. It's weird with Cody. It's weird with certain people.
I want to roast people Dr. Thugonomics style, but as a heel... To everyone, to all the baby faces.
Yeah.
That's what I want. But we're not getting that.
Like, a lot just happened on this episode of SmackDown.
Yeah.
There was a lot. Cody went through a Slim Jim table.
Oh yeah.
And
snap into a Slim Jim.
So, like, pretty much, Jey Uso's probably winning that Fatal 4-Way match that we were talking about, and it's going to be Orton and Zayn, and then Cody and Uso in the semifinals. And then you said it's probably coming down to Cody and Orton. And I agree. It's probably going to come down to Cody and Orton in the...
Because they already teased it.
Yeah.
On SmackDown. They already teased it.
And then Cody's probably winning.
Yeah, Orton being like, I love you like a brother, but I would beat the shit out of you given the chance or whatever. If I needed to. So it's going to be Cody and Orton.
It'll be really cool storytelling for Orton of, like, he made it to the finals last year and lost to Gunther. So he makes it to the finals again and loses to Cody. And plus, we need that Cody-Orton match. So.
Although, it would also make sense of Orton... No, never mind. It wouldn't. I'm a liar. Continue.
It would make sense for fucking Cody versus Sammy.
Yeah, no, I was going to say it makes sense for Orton to win and have Cody still try to find another way to be chasing after the belt. But Orton already had his match with Cena, so no, that doesn't make sense.
And plus, Cody already has the pin over Cena at Money in the Bank to kind of hold over, too.
Yeah, when's Cena's last match? In December?
It's in December.
So we have to get from SummerSlam, like... Because it's not just going to be Cody and Cena at SummerSlam. It's going to be... I don't even know who the fuck it's going to be at SummerSlam with Cena.
Bro, who fucking knows?
But, like...
It's going to be Danny Valor.
We have to get to Cena and Cody at the end of the year, because it's probably Cody winning it back.
I hope. I hope it's Cody and not Jey Uso.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I really hope. Cody's the only one that makes sense. Cody's the only one that makes sense and, like, is pretty much the only one that can, like, turn him back to babyface.
Yeah. And the Cena and Cody match is already going to be fucking ass to begin with. I can't imagine a Cena versus Jey Uso match and Jey wins the belt.
No, that'd be match. Dog shit.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking Cowboy Massacre versus Noah for the KWA title of 20 minutes of dog shit. No offense, Noah.
Speaking of Cowboys, we're going to be talking about Dynamite?
We are going to get to Dynamite here in a second.
A lot of interesting things happened.
I only have one thing down, but you can fill in on the other things. But yeah, that was pretty much SmackDown. Let's move to Dynamite. I just want to start off with we're going to have Kenny Omega versus Don Callis Part 1000. Because, they got to make Kenny Omega and Okada, which is already interesting enough, less interesting. I hate it.
Fuck Don Callis. Don Callis plague.
Talk about the other stuff on Dynamite.
That's really the only fucking thing you put down.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you put down.
Yeah, because I didn't watch Dynamite. So this is your portion of the podcast. You talk.
The Bucks came back.
Okay.
The Bucks are back.
All right.
So we started off with Swerve versus Ospreay, which went to a time limit draw. And the Bucks came out. They returned to attack Swerve. They handcuffed Swerve to the corner of the ring post. Like, he was basically arms on each rope. He's in the corner. And they pulled out the Swerve shoes, the new Reeboks that he has. The ones that he used with the thumbtacks on the bottom. They pulled those out. They each put one on and went to go super kick him in the face. And Will Ospreay jumped in front of to save Swerve. And the Bucks were like, yee, wasn't supposed to do that. Yee, whoops, we're just going to get out of here. So they leave. And then later on, I think it was technically in the Collision part of the show because it was another 4-hour AEW episode. It was just Dynamite Collision back to back.
4 hours yet again.
Yeah, 4 hours yet again, but
yay,
is what it is. And Hangman was in the back, and the Bucks came up to Hanger, and he was like, "Tell me why I shouldn't kick your ass." And Matt was like, "Well, we were trying to aim for Swerve. We weren't trying to hurt Ospreay. We're trying to go after Swerve, the guy that you want us to go after." And Hangman's like, "No, fuck off. Stay the fuck out of Ospreay's business. Stay the fuck out of my business. Stay the fuck out of Swerve's business." And as this conversation is taking place, there's some nosy ass bitch who can't keep to herself, peeking her head out from around the corner. It was Prince Nana, listening to this whole thing. And the camera cuts to the back, like, follows Nana to the back. And he asks Swerve, he's like, "Did you hear all that?" And Swerve was like, "Yeah, I did hear all of that." So that's really fucking interesting. Because we've had this Ospreay Swerve Hangman thing going on for a couple weeks now. We've had this Hangman Swerve thing going on for a while, obviously. But we've had this Hangman Swerve Ospreay thing, where Ospreay's trying to get them on the same page, but they don't want to work with each other, but we need to get the belt off of Moxley, so we have to work with each other. And Ospreay and Swerve had this match because he's basically like, "I think you're becoming a problem, Swerve, so I need to take you out if you're possibly gonna cause issue to get this belt off of Moxley." So that's interesting. I kind of want to see where this goes. I am on the board with Ospreay saying they can stop hating each other for a night and then go back to beating the piss out of each other. Who cares? We just need to get this belt back. So yeah.
Yeah.
And Jack Perry still didn't show up.
He's not going to show up.
He'll be there for All In.
Sure.
I'm sure he will.
It's going to cost Hangman the belt.
I'm going to fucking just have to accept it.
Yeah, all of us are going to have to, unfortunately, accept it. Tony's about to kill AEW. Yay. Anyway, moving on to the best part of the podcast, and that is the meat and potatoes.
What's my phone battery at? Can you check? Because I know it was
29%.
Okay, alright, we're still good.
We watched ECW One Night Stand 2006. Because we watched 05, so we were like, fuck it, we gotta watch 06. The following year, the second One Night Stand. From June 11th, 2006, Hammerstein Ballroom, New York City. This is another iconic show. I will say right off the top, 05 is still better than 06, but there's still great moments of 06, but 06 is WWE. 05 is still like truly ECW, but 06 has WWE flavor in it, and then this leads to WWE CW, and well, we know that. We know how that happened, what happened there, and everything. But One Night Stand 06, baby. So, the opening match, we had Taz versus Jerry the King Lawler. In what would be Taz's last match. Taz comes out, crowd's ready. Joey Styles is on commentary. Lawler comes out, slaps Joey Styles. He gets in the ring, and the bell rings, and Joey Styles jumps on King's back, and then Taz chokes out King. Match is 35 seconds long. Taz ain't gonna take a bump.
Very Taz way of going out.
Damn right. Damn right. Moving on. When I think of ECW, I think of these two guys.
Well, real quick, I think my favorite thing is immediately after this match, when they cut back to Joey Styles on commentary, Taz is on commentary for the rest of the show.
Yeah, he's on commentary.
And he's just still in gear.
Yep.
He literally walked straight from the ring, didn't even break a sweat. He's just like, this is my fit for tonight.
Well, yeah, he's like, well, now I'm doing my commentary duties because he was on commentary at the time. But yeah, when I think of ECW, I think of these two guys, and that is Kurt Angle and Randy Orton.
Yeah.
But the thing is, this is a very ECW style match.
It's a killer fucking match.
It's a killer match. My God, bro. How has Kurt Angle never gotten 5 stars? This match is a banger.
I don't understand how he's never gotten a 5-star match.
Ask Dave.
Like, if I had one question for Dave Meltzer, it would be, how did Kurt Angle never get a 5-star match?
Yeah.
Because, like, that makes no fucking sense to me.
Bro, there's moments in this match where Kurt Angle is making Randy Orton look like a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
He's slapping him. Bro, my favorite part is Kurt Angle's like, all right, come on, put me in a headlock. And he just gets out of it simple.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, it's... I love that Kurt Angle is so diehard ECW now, but, you know, back in the day, he was like, fuck ECW, because Sandman got crucified.
And now he's just like, sure, I'll wrestle on ECW.
Yeah, I'll wrestle in ECW. Randy Orton got punched by a fan.
Yeah.
The finish was cool.
Like a 13-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Like.
The finish was cool of Kurt Angle, like, just breaking Randy Orton's ankle.
Yeah.
And Orton tapping out. What a match, bro. They fucking beat the fuck out of each other. Moving on. We had a tag team match as the FBI, Little Guido and Tony Mamaluke, versus our guys, Lyssie.
Mm-hmm.
Tajiri and Super Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Our guys. You're Tajiri, I'm Super Crazy.
Yeah.
But we lost.
We did.
Yes.
We suck.
Because our guys suck.
We're better against each other than we are working with each other.
It was a good match, though.
Oh, yeah. I love the diversity in this match.
Yes. EC dub, baby.
Oh, and then, no, it wasn't this match. Never mind. Wait, was it this match?
What?
No.
What are you thinking?
Big Show?
Yeah, Big Show comes out.
Oh, yeah, where Big Show comes out at the
Big
end.
Guido gets involved, and
Yeah.
Big Show comes out and fucking lays everyone out.
Yeah.
Because he's a new ECW signing.
And then he just leaves.
And then he just leaves.
Yep.
And then he wins the title about a month later.
What a tall motherfucker.
Tall motherfucker. Moving on next. An Extreme Rules match for the World Heavyweight Championship as Rey Mysterio faced off against Sabu. The homicidal, genocidal, death-defying Sabu, and it ended in no contest after they do a table bump.
I will say the table bump was gnarly.
This match was good. This match is 9 minutes, 10 seconds long.
Yeah.
What they did in those 9 minutes, 10 seconds was great. It was a spot fest, kind of what you expected from a Rey Mysterio Sabu match, but it's just insane that no contest. Then we'll talk about the next match in a minute here, but the next match features barbed wire and blood.
Mm-hmm.
And Sabu, you know, homicidal, genocidal, death-defying, suicidal, whatever the fuck, barbed wire massacre.
Mm-hmm.
But he goes through a table. Now that's it. The doctor goes, no, they can't continue.
They can't continue. They've broken both of their necks.
Like, the reason why they did no contest is because they couldn't have Ray lose the belt. Because RVD needs to win the WWE title in the end.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the show. But also, you can't have Sabu lose at an ECW show. So just do a no contest. But they could have done something better.
Yeah. Yeah.
They could have done something better.
They could have just, like, stabbed each other instead.
Moving on. Next was a tag team match that got changed to a 6-person tag team match because it's Edge, Mick Foley, and Lita, Terry Funk, Tommy Dreamer, and Beulah. Because Edge, Mick Foley, and Lita come out. Mick Foley has the line of the night where he's like, I want to thank a true fucking pioneer that helped ECW. Stephanie McMahon, long live the Alliance. I'm fucking dying, bro. I'm fucking dying. And then Beulah comes out She has a fucking great line too. We all know you love 3-ways, Lita.
Let's make it a triple threat.
I'm like, damn.
Not triple threat, but
I'm like, holy
trios
fuck.
match.
And then my favorite thing about this match is Lita, and it's a hardcore 6-person tag team match. Edge, Mick Foley, Tommy Dreamer, and Terry Funk are beating the fuck out of each other during this whole time. Lita and Bueller are just standing on the ring apron the whole time.
They're just chilling until their spots.
The crowd is chanting, she's a crack whore to Lita. Wild.
Crazy.
Different
fucking time.
They have the cat fight spot. Edge pins Beulah in a wild way, humping her. Old man Yowie's over here. Mick Foley and Terry Funk just chilling.
Old man Yowie this, old man Yowie that. What the fuck do you know about Mick Foley and Terry Funk, bitch? What do you know about them, huh?
There's an infamous my eye, Mick, my eye.
Yeah.
That's where it comes from, is the my eye, Mick. There's blood, there's barbed wire, there's fire.
Yeah, Mick Foley's on fire, and Terry Funk gets stuck in the barbed wire.
Edge is wearing iconic gear.
Mm-hmm.
What a match, bro. What an absolute fucking match. Moving on. We had Balls Mahoney defeat Masato Tanaka. This match went 5 minutes long. And it ends with a fucking gunshot chair shot to Masato Tanaka's head, bro. CTE? I don't believe in them.
Yeah, we don't know her. We don't know her in this house.
Bro, it sounds like a gunshot.
Yeah.
It's a gunshot, bro. And then right before the main event, Eugene comes out.
Because why not?
He reads a poem. And then Sandman beats his ass.
Yeah. Just beats the shit out of him.
Moving on. Main event. For the WWE Championship. We had the whole fucking show. Rob Van Dam. Versus John Cena. Do. Heel Cena, baby.
Yeah, the heel Cena we deserved.
Throwing his shirt back. The Cody belt original OG. Yeah. But yeah, this match, I do have some gripes with it. Fun fact. Mm-hmm. I wish, I like Paul Heyman counting it. But, in a official standpoint, I wish it was a referee.
I wish he, took the duster off and had a ref shirt on under it or something.
Like that, and, Edge technically being the one that helped RVD win is weird.
Yeah.
Is weird, but, it's still an insane match. I remember getting this DVD with Barely Legal 97 on it as well. And just, this match was insane because I just remember, being a kid and the crowd is chanting "fuck you, Cena" and stuff, and I was like, this is insane. This is fucking bullshit.
Why don't they like John Cena?
I remember I would as a kid wrestling with my pillow in my room. I would imitate this match sometimes.
Yeah.
I would do certain spots from this match. Yeah. The RVD leg drop off of the bed. Yeah, shit like that. Yeah. My mom used to hate me. Well, RVD won.
Used to.
She still does. RVD won and became the WWE champion, and then the ECW champion. Had both belts. As Lyssie says, the two coolest championships at the same time.
Literally. Holding the two coolest fucking belts ever.
And
ever.
Then he has to lose them both.
Yeah.
Because
he likes weed. Oh my god, RVD had marijuana on him? Whoa! I was not expecting that when we hired him from ECW. When we acquired Extreme Championship Wrestling, I really thought that RVD would have never smoked weed. I thought he was as clean as a whistle.
Me too.
Shocker.
Thought he's straight edge.
Shocker.
I wonder how those conversations between RVD and Punk were at times.
Wasn't it Sabu who tried to take the blame for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sabu wanted to take the blame for it. Because he just wanted to be fired.
But it's so valid of him.
What's your thoughts on ECW One Night Stand 06, though?
It was good. I liked 05 better.
Yeah, 05's the better show.
It's not like this is a super duper WWE show, but you can feel the WWE creeping in on it.
Yeah, you feel the influence coming.
But yeah, it's the last good ECW show ever to exist. So,
yeah,
I
pretty
mean,
much.
it wasn't bad. It was fine. It was a good pay-per-view. I would have been happy watching it as a kid. I was happy watching it when we watched it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't like the.
It's not a dog shit show.
No, not at all.
No, it's an enjoyable show to like watch. 100%. Yeah.
But all right.
We are flying through this episode, bro. We're only 55 minutes in.
It's kind of good because my phone did not have the most battery.
We flew through this episode today.
Kind of good. We normally have long ones, and this one ain't that long.
Well, we've had a couple of long ones, but I'm surprised. On average, we're about an hour and 10 minutes. But
Oh, I thought we were close to like an hour and a half on average, but
yeah, we could be. Yeah, it depends. It depends. Anyway, wrestler of the week now.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get to pick.
Yeah.
You already know who it is.
I do know.
Because I told you who it is.
Oh, but they don't know who it is.
They don't know who it is.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
So I guess we have to tell them who it is.
We gotta tell them.
Shit. All right, Dylan. Well, who's your wrestler of the week?
Well, he's super and he's crazy.
Well, that could really be anyone.
He's super crazy.
Are you sure that he's not, like, just kind of insane?
He's the insane luchador. Super crazy.
But is he, like, wildly insane?
Yeah, he's super crazy.
That's kind of crazy.
He's super crazy.
That's crazy.
No, it's super crazy.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's, like, his full government name?
Super crazy, yes.
Insane.
It's super crazy is his name.
All right, so it's super crazy.
It's super crazy.
Oh, no, it's that guy.
It's super crazy.
No, but it's when that guy did that moonsault. There were people underneath.
There was people there.
It's that guy.
It's that guy.
That guy.
That guy, super crazy.
That guy that stole Logan Paul's moves since like the 90s.
Yeah,
super
crazy.
Guy.
Super crazy.
All right, tell me a little bit about Super Crazy.
He's super and he's crazy.
Fucking crazy. Tell me about your history with Super Crazy.
Oh, he's super and he's crazy.
Okay, we're ending this podcast now.
So, my history with Super Crazy is when I first saw him.
Jesus Christ, my back.
I first witnessed Super Crazy when he was in a tag team with two other people known as Psychosis and the Juice, Juventud Guerrera. They were known as the Mexicals. Now, at the ripe age of 6 years old, I did not know that these three individuals coming out riding lawnmowers was a racist undertone thing that they were doing in WWE. I didn't know what racism was yet at the age of 6. I just thought it was three cool dudes that were coming out on lawnmowers, and I thought it was the coolest fucking shit ever, especially when you're playing the video games.
Yeah.
And they would come out on the lawnmower. Look, I'm not gonna lie, even though it's racist, I still find it cool because it's interesting. No one has ever come out on lawnmowers.
I mean, I get, like, especially as a kid, like, the concept of, like, people coming out on, like...
Because Eddie Guerrero was cool with the hot rod.
Yeah, or, like, you know...
Undertaker in the bike.
Steve Austin with the beer truck.
Yeah.
Like when people would come out with, like, vehicles, in a sense.
Yeah,
like, it was always cool because it was, like, a cool presentation.
Like, a lawnmower was different.
Yeah, it's like, oh, man, I've never seen someone do this.
Riding lawnmower? Like, what?
And then you're like, why did they choose a lawnmower? And
like,
then you find out.
And I literally thought their gimmick was just, they cut grass. Like, I thought that's what the gimmick was.
Well, that's what Vince McMahon wanted the gimmick to be.
That's what I thought the gimmick was.
He wanted the gimmick to be racist, so...
I didn't know what racism was at the age of 6. Now it's bad. We know it's bad. Racism is very bad.
Yes.
The Mexicals, also a very controversial name a little bit.
Yeah.
But...
They were cool.
But when you think of like Super Crazy, Psychosis, and Juventud Guerrera, that's a fucking team.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
But it's ruined.
Yeah, that's the thing that sucks. That's a killer fucking team right there. Unstoppable. And then you're like, mid-card racism.
Yeah, literally.
Mid-card racism.
That's literally what it was.
You see all three of them, and you see their catalog history as wrestling.
Yep.
And all the crazy, insane fucking shit that they could do that really made everyone go, wow, these guys are great. And you go, but how do we make it racist?
Yep.
And how do we make
literally
it not interesting? And how do we bury them?
Yep.
Like...
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. My favorite thing, going back to One Night Stand 06, that was like the time when Super Crazy was on SmackDown doing the Mexicals gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
And on commentary, he's wrestling like as OG Super Crazy, like doesn't have the jumpsuit on or anything.
Yeah.
And like Joey Styles is like shitting on the Mexicals on commentary. He's like, well, yeah, at least here in ECW, we don't have our Mexican stars come out with lawnmowers. And Taz is like laughing. It's like, it's fucking funny that he's shitting on it. But, no, so like that was like my introduction to Super Crazy. And then ECW One Night Stand. And then ECW just in general. And then I discovered Ring of Honor. Mm-hmm. And he was at the very first Ring of Honor show against Eddie Guerrero. And that's a match. But watching his stuff from ECW, especially his stuff with Tajiri, opened eyes. And his name, like, you hear the name Super Crazy, he comes out and you're like, okay, what's this guy gonna do?
You're like, no. You're like, no.
And
no.
He's super crazy. He does moonsaults. He fucking jump. The picture that I'm using for the Instagram thing is from ECW One Night Stand 05 out of the... I'll show you the picture right now so you know what I'm talking about. But it's him right out of the fucking balcony. This is the picture that we're using.
Yeah, as we should.
Yeah, that's the picture we're fucking using because it's fucking perfect. Like, me and Lyssie always joke, like, Lyssie loves Tajiri. My guy is Super Crazy. Mm-hmm. I always love Super Crazy. I love the concept of Super Crazy.
We always, you know what's the craziest thing, and this is just kind of a little bit of a sidebar, we always end up, like, not saying, like, Super Crazy and Tajiri aren't friends, because I'm sure they're great fucking friends, but, like, we always end up picking the opposing partner.
Yeah.
Like, I was a Batista person. You were a John Cena person. Yeah. You were a Super Crazy person, I was a Tajiri person. You're a CM Punk person, I'm an Elite person.
Yeah,
like,
it happens.
It's the weirdest fucking phenomenon in our fucking relationship. It's just like...
FTR Young Bucks.
Yeah, I probably would love the Rock and Roll Express.
Probably would.
Like, I guarantee you like,
would.
Any two, like, rivals...
Well, I like the Rock and Roll Express.
You put against each other, like... We always like the opposite. What
about Sting and Muta?
I'd say Sting.
I like Sting more than Muta, but I like Muta.
Okay, so well we're kind of the same on that, I guess. I just debunked this entire.
I just saying because there's so.
I'll pick Ultimate Warrior over Hogan.
Oh God.
I will just because I fucking hate Hulk Hogan that much. My least favorite wrestler of all time, it's got to be Hulk Hogan.
You're better off just saying Randy Savage over Hogan.
Gladly pick Randy Savage over
Hogan. There you go. You're just better off.
Either of the two, don't care. I'll pick either of them. Either of them.
Ask me more questions. That's Super Crazy.
Jesus fucking Christ, I don't even know. You kind of just went off on a tangent there. Did you say your favorite match?
No, I did not.
What's your favorite match? Because you were rattling off some matches. I wasn't sure if you were like...
my favorite match with Super Crazy is a particular one that he had with Tajiri. We watched it yesterday. The Mexican Death Match from ECW on TNN.
Yes,
from January of 2000.
Yeah.
Barn burner.
Loved that match.
I mean, anything Super Crazy Tajiri is really good. The three-way dances, too, with Nunzio.
And they always managed to keep it different.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like
they had a Japanese death match like a couple months later after that.
Well,
But the Mexican death match, my favorite one.
You go into like a Super Crazy and Tajiri match, you know it's gonna be fucking good. Like, and you could probably you always see so many, especially nowadays, where it's like, oh my god, we're getting this match again. We're doing this match again. But I feel like when you think of Super Crazy and Tajiri, I wouldn't think, oh my god, they're fighting each other again. It's oh my god, I can't wait to see them fucking beat the shit out of each other again.
I can pull up 3 of their matches. And one will be a technical wrestling match, one will be a spot fest, and one can be a bloodbath. Mm-hmm.
They always kept it different. And they always tore the house down.
They always tore the house down.
Like, you cannot, that is OG wrestling soulmates right there.
And Super Crazy was always, like, super over with the crowd.
Yeah.
They always fucking love Super Crazy. Damn right. Super fucking crazy.
Yeah, man.
He's super, and he's crazy.
Super effing crazy.
What do you...
Right there.
Yes. What do you like about Super Crazy, Lyssie?
I like that he's super, and I like that he's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, what I like about Super Crazy is kind of what I like about a lot of the wrestlers that I like now. You know what I mean? I mean, I love lucha. I love lucha libre style wrestling to begin with, but I just like the fun, fast-paced, high-flying, ridiculous fucking shit that you see. Like, when I watch a wrestling match, I do like technical wrestling, but it has to be, like... for me, it has to be certain people with certain people. You know what I mean? Like, because to me, a middle-of-the-road technical wrestling match can kind of get a little boring to me. Because I'm expecting things a little bit more intricate, a little bit more fast-paced, a little bit more oomph to it. You know what I mean? That's what I like in my wrestling. So, when it comes to, like, high-flying, spot-fest, crazy fucking shit, I'm always about it. Literally always about it. You can put any super crazy match on, I'll be enthralled with it the entire fucking time. So, I always enjoyed him when I was growing up. Obviously, with Tajiri, I always fucking enjoyed him. So yeah, no, I just think the motherfucker's actually super crazy. I don't think it's a gimmick, I don't think it's a name. I think he's got some screws loose, and that's, like, in his best interest, frankly.
He's super.
And he's crazy.
And he's crazy.
Yeah.
He's super crazy.
So yeah. Anything else you want to add to this?
No, he's just super crazy.
Yeah, are you sure he's not just, like, moderately insane?
No, he's super crazy.
Oh, okay.
He's goated.
He's just a little wacky.
Forever the goat.
Yeah?
Super crazy. And fuck Goldberg and fuck Rikishi.
Fuck Goldberg.
And Rikishi.
Fuck Rikishi.
Yeah.
I did it for The Rock.
Fuck both of them, bro. Fuck both. Then take us out of here, Lyssie.
I did it for Jack Perry.
Tell him to fucking subscribe and hit that notification bell too.
Oh yeah, well, thanks guys for listening and watching. Thanks guys. I didn't mean to say that. I don't know why I said that. Thank you so much for listening and watching. If you like this episode, make sure to like, share, subscribe. Send it to your friends, your neighbors. Send it to Rikishi and Goldberg for all I care. But definitely make sure to hit that notification bell, ding ding, so that way you never miss an upload. We're kind of, like, okay with, like, an uploading schedule, but sometimes it gets a little super and a little crazy. So just hit that notification bell to make sure that you know when we upload. Or you can also follow us on our Instagram, which is Talkin Wrasslin Pod. That is TALKIN _WRASSLIN_POD. Where I post up when the episode's uploading, if it's uploading like the next day or whatever. So yeah. If you want to follow me on any of my social medias, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at the same handle. It's Lungtar, LUNG_TAR. You can find me on Blue Sky at Lungtar, LUNG-TAR, and TikTok at Lungbucks, LUNG_BUCKS. Dylan, where in the world can these people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at DYL_line. WEAVES _line. And on Twitter, Dale Weaves. No _lines. No spaces. All one word. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where you can find me.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening and watching, and we will see you in the next one.
Fuck Goldberg.
Goodbye.
Fuck Rikishi. And super fucking crazy is goated. Bye.
Goodbye.